Yo, what is happening, guys? This is Lesky, and for this video, we'll be taking a look at the build creation screen on FC25 clubs. There's a brand new skill tree compared to the last 2 years, and I think it's going to be the best skill tree we've ever seen in clubs. So that's what we're mostly going to be taking a look at, just analyzing that, and maybe I'll even show you guys what I'll do with my first 10 skill points, because at level 1, you start out with 10 skill points. I've yet to play a match yet, but I'm on the My Pro tab right now. So I'm just going to press A to enter My Pro, and then we'll go to the presets. And if y'all didn't know, the new max height in clubs is 6'5". They changed it from 6'7" to 6'5" to try and just nerf the big builds and just people cross spamming. But I think we're still going to see a lot of that cross spamming just because crossing is extremely good even if you don't have the whipped pass playstyle. But if you have it on, it's just even better. And people are just going to be using 6'5" builds and crossing it. So I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. I started out with 2 playstyles unlocked. I'm not too sure why. I thought it was supposed to be 1. I'm pretty sure it said if you pre-order the standard or ultimate edition, you'll have 1 playstyle unlocked at the start of the game, but maybe that's not counting the very first one, so then you just unlock the second one. But I could have sworn last year, if you didn't pre-order and you didn't get that added bonus, you didn't have any playstyles to start out. So let me know in the comments how much playstyles you have unlocked, and if you pre-ordered the game, didn't pre-order it, or if you have like standard or ultimate edition, because I'm a little confused on that, because I have 2 unlocked and I haven't played a game yet. So there's really no difference in the play styles. I can pick any of these to start out. If I'm playing like Rush or even just a normal game, I'm probably going to use Press Proven on most midfield attacking builds. That's just my favorite play style. And then, of course, there's really a lot of good play styles. It just depends how you play, what position you're using. Quick Step will also be a good one to start out with. And then it looks like you get your third one, level 10, and then goes level 20, level 35, level 50. And then the first playstyle plus is level 20. The last playstyle plus is level 60. So then we're going to go to the profile section where you can change the position. And I think they did buff some positions, like specifically the cam got buffed. I know the stamina at the start is quite a bit better, which is actually going to make it, I think, a bit more useful. Last year and the year before, they were actually terrible. Most people did not use them. They just use like a right mid, or left wing, right wing to play in the cam position. But as you can see, you have 82 stamina to start out, which is really nice. You don't have to waste a lot of skill points on upgrading the stamina now. And then I think they did upgrade the pace on the center mid position as well as the CDM position, and then they tweaked some other positions also. But I'm interested in looking at the left mid, right mid position because that was the best one last year. They might have nerfed it a little bit this year. I would hope so because it was just so dominant last year. People used it as center mids, strikers, wingers, wide midfielders, wingbacks. It was just the most dominant position by far last year. The height and weight doesn't really matter right now. And actually, I can show y'all the max height now is 6'5", like I was saying. It is not 6'7". But I'm gonna put it back to 5'10". I feel like that's a pretty good height. 6 foot will probably be the most common one, or at least for me, because that's really where you get like the best balance of attributes. That's how it was last year, and I think it's gonna be pretty similar this year. So let's just look at the skill tree now and kind of analyze it. So if y'all remember back in FC 24 and FIFA 23, the skill tree was the same, which I was not a fan of. But this year in FC 25, the skill tree is different, and they actually took off the archetypes and a lot of the things that I've been wanting for the past couple years on the skill tree has actually been added to this skill tree. So that's why I really think this is going to be the best skill tree we've seen in clubs. So there's no archetypes, and I actually like that. Some of y'all might disagree, but these are kind of similar to archetypes in a way where they upgrade 2 attributes like pace focus. You get +3 acceleration and +1 sprint speed. So it's kind of like little archetypes, I guess. This is not very good value, I would say, though. 4 skill points for +1 acceleration and +1 sprint speed, but it is pace, so they're going to make pace expensive. It should be the most expensive, I think, because a lot of people just want to max out the pace and then just get their player as fast as possible. That is definitely a meta strat. And the same thing could be said about dribbling attributes. Dribbling and pace are two of the most common attributes to upgrade because it'll just make your build feel better on the ball and just more responsive in general. So I actually like that there's no archetypes because, say, for example, when last year we had I think it was the Maestro archetype, where it would upgrade your dribbling and agility. Maybe for some builds you didn't want to upgrade the agility, but you wanted high dribbling. That wasn't really possible. Like if you wanted a lengthy style build, you need to have lower agility than strength, but you still want high dribbling on it. That would kind of make it more difficult to do that. So the way it is now, it should be a little bit easier and we'll have more flexibility with some of our skill points and actually what attributes we want to upgrade. But that's about it for the pace page. Let me max out the acceleration. So if I spent all 10 of my skill points at the start to max out this 5'10", 152-pound outside mid, it would be 85 acceleration. I wouldn't really suggest that. Maybe you can get like 81 acceleration, but I honestly think it would be best to upgrade your weak foot, which I'm about to show you guys. But let me just quickly go over this entire skill tree because I don't think I showed every single icon. Just sprint speed on the right side. These middle ones are sprint speed and acceleration, and then acceleration just on the left side. So now to shooting. And the big change here that you'll notice is obviously no archetypes. That's going to be the same for all the pages. But the weak foot, I really like this change and something that I was wanting, to where the weak foots are just all right next to each other. It would be 18 total skill points to get a 5-star weak foot. But this is really going to be good for like CDMs or even like center backs if they want a weak foot upgrade. Last year, you had to upgrade shot power or finishing or other attributes in order to get to the weak foot upgrades, especially if you wanted the 5-star weak foot. So this is really going to be good, especially in my opinion, for the CDM position. Like you don't really want any shooting attributes as a CDM, but it would be nice to have a 5-star weak foot or at least a 4-star weak foot without having to waste skill points on other attributes that you really just don't need. So 18 skill points is quite a bit for a 5-star weak foot. But I think even at the start of the game, like right now I have 10 skill points, it would be a good idea to at least get a 3-star weak foot because unlike last year and maybe even the year before, you only start with a 2-star weak foot rather than a 3-star. So it's going to be important to at least just get this 3-star weak foot upgrade. And possibly you could already get a 4-star weak foot and just use 8 of your skill points, 8 of the 10 skill points you start at the beginning of the game on weak foot upgrades. I think that would be a good option, and then just put those 2 skill points somewhere else, like probably on dribbling, but it kind of depends on the position you're using. Let's take a look at the rest of this shooting page, and one thing I really like about this new skill tree is that for all the pages, you pretty much can just start upgrading the attribute that you want. Last year, for some attributes, you had to upgrade other attributes in order to get down to upgrade a certain attribute. Like for example, I know last year on the physical page, you had to upgrade strength in order to upgrade aggression, but maybe for a build, you don't really want to do that. You just want to have lower strength and high aggression. So it would force you to upgrade the strength, which I don't think is right. So here we just have free kick accuracy on the left, weak foot, penalties, and then it goes straight to heading accuracy. You can get all these heading accuracy upgrades, and then lastly, there is a heading and volleys. But you can basically almost max out the heading completely. This is a right mid build, so the heading's not going to be great to start out, but if it was like a striker, center back, or center forward, it would be higher. And then it starts with finishing right here in the middle, and then on the right, it goes to volley. So I guess you do have to upgrade finishing first in order to get to volleys, but that is only 1 skill point for +2 finishing, so it's not a big deal. And then it goes to shot power and long shots. And then right here, it's long shot and shot power combined. So yeah, I think this look of the shooting page is much better than the prior 2 years, and that's going to be the same for all of these pages. For passing, we can instantly upgrade crossing, curve, short passing, and long passing, and they're all 1 skill point for 1 attribute. And if you upgrade one of them, you can then get down to the vision upgrades. So right here, it is +7 vision for 5 skill points. And then I think on the right side, it's the exact same. So the vision is in the middle on both the left and the right side, curve and crossing on the left, and then short and long passing on the right. But I want to see what this focus does, the crossing focus. So let me upgrade all of this. I guess I have to click vision first and then get down to crossing. So crossing focus, 3 skill points for +3 curve and +2 crossing. That's actually pretty good value. Let's check this one on the right. Get all of these upgrades, and then passing focus, +2 long pass and +3 short pass for 3 skill points. So that's also pretty good value. And then just looking at the rest of them, again, it's literally just curve upgrades all the way down here, crossing all the way down, short passing all the way down, and then it goes to long passing. I'm gonna take off all these skill points, and then we'll go to the dribbling page, where I'm interested in this one because I love using 5-star skills. So I'm going to see how difficult it is to get 5-star skills. So going straight down right here, that's 10 skill points for +3 agility, +2 attack positioning, +1 dribbling, and then you get 4 skill points. And then going down here, another 10 skill points. So it's going to be pretty difficult to get 5-star skills. It's probably going to take around 20 skill points. I'm assuming it's about the same, no matter which way you go on the skill tree, but it could be a little bit different. So on the left side, we have some dribbling focus, which is agility and dribbling. So kind of like the Maestro archetype from last year. And this is kind of like the Lynx archetype from last year. Ball control and balance. So agility on the far left, dribbling on this right side, on the left side section, but on this right side of the left side section, if that makes sense. And then we have ball control and then balance. And then there is more focuses. Let's see. Ball control focus, +2 balance, +2 ball control. And there's another one. So there's actually a lot of focus sections on this page compared to passing. I think there was only 2. With defense, there is interceptions on the left, slide tackle in the middle, and then stand tackle on the right. And then once you upgrade any of these attributes, same as the passing page with the vision, you can then upgrade the defensive awareness. So it goes defensive awareness for the second row, and then it goes down to more stand tackle, interceptions, and slide tackle, and then back to defensive awareness, which this actually upgrades defensive awareness and interceptions, defensive awareness and slide tackle, and then this one is also defensive awareness and stand tackle, and then more defensive awareness along with those attributes. And then the last one right here, this diamond, is actually stand tackle and slide tackle. If we take a look at this, it's including this defensive awareness and slide tackle, which is +2 defensive awareness, +3 slide tackle for 3 skill points. So if we take that off of this, it is just 3 stand tackle and 3 slide tackle for 5 skill points, which is pretty good value. And then this bottom left one is defensive awareness and interception. So that is upgrading +3 interceptions and +2 defensive awareness for 3 skill points. So this would be 3 skill points for +3 interceptions and +1 defensive awareness, which is also decent value. Then let's move on to physical, where there's strength on the left with the aggression. And like I was saying earlier, last year you had to upgrade the strength in order to get to the aggression upgrades. That is not a thing this year. You can just instantly start upgrading the aggression. And then this little bull icon is strength and aggression. So that's pretty cool. I like how this is set up. And then in the middle, it's jumping and stamina. With these little bikes are both stamina and jumping. Let me just go through all these for y'all really quickly. And then on the right, which I really like and I've been wanting for a while, is composure on the skill tree. Prior years, composure was set to the position you picked. So if you had like a striker, you had like 89 composure, and like a left mid, right mid might have had like 85, midfielder might have had like 85, 86, and you couldn't change it. It literally was just set to the position you chose. So now you can actually upgrade the composure. And with these 10 skill points, I can almost completely max out the composure. I can get 91 composure, and then we just have this one, which is 2 skill points for +2 composure. And then here's the reactions. They don't have those second sections anymore, which were pretty annoying in order to get to upgrading the reactions. So you can pretty easily upgrade or max out the reactions and max out the composure, which I think will be a pretty good strategy. And you might see me doing that on a lot of my builds, especially like midfielder builds or even like striker builds with composure. It helps a lot with finishing and passes, and also your guy when he's under pressure while dribbling. It will make you better. Having higher composure and then reactions will help for a lot of different things as well. So I really think these two attributes are going to be underrated, and I'm going to upgrade them quite a bit. The last page is goalkeeping, and I'll quickly go over this one. Then at the end, I'll show you guys what I would do with my 10 skill points at the start at level 1 on this right mid build that I currently have made. So on the left, it's goalkeeper diving and then reflexes, and then in the middle, it's goalkeeper positioning. So this basically looks very similar to the passing page, if not the same setup. And then the last one is shot stopping focus, which upgrades reflexes and diving. And then on this right side, it's kicking, handling, and then positioning in the middle again. And then this last one is handling and kicking. So with these first 10 skill points, what I'm going to do for this build most likely is maybe upgrade some pace to where I can get the acceleration up a bit higher to like 81 or something, or maybe not even upgrade the pace at all yet, and possibly go over to the shooting page, at least get this weak foot. I'm definitely just going to at least get a 3-star weak foot, and then possibly get this 4-star weak foot, and then I would have 2 skill points left. So I feel like this would be a pretty good setup for most positions, whether you're a striker, a winger, a midfielder, maybe not a center back, it's not as important. And then go over to the dribbling page, and I think this is some of the best value. +1 agility, +1 dribbling for 1 skill point, and then +1 balance and ball control for 1 skill point. So I'd probably do something like this. Maybe only have the 3-star weak foot, upgrade some pace, and then come back over here to the dribbling page and do this, and then I would have 1 skill point left, so I could put it on short passing. Could go to shooting here, get +2 finishing, that would be good value, or maybe even +2 shot power and look something like this. I feel like this would be a pretty good start at level 1. And then going to the play styles, I would most likely go for press proven, and then on this particular build, I would go press proven, maybe another ball control play style, a passing play style, finesse shot would be really good, but I would probably try quick step. And if you're playing a normal clubs game, I bet relentless would be good if you don't have any stamina upgrades yet. But I do want to mention that I know for rush, relentless and dead ball are going to be useless. I would not suggest using relentless or dead ball in rush, and don't even upgrade stamina in rush because stamina is completely useless. There's no point in upgrading stamina or using relentless. And then also I think the same for free kick accuracy and dead ball. And then I think the max skill points this year is 160, which I'm not too sure. I'll have to see once I get max how that kind of feels and what kind of builds we can make with 160 skill points. So that's going to wrap up this video where we take a look at the build screen and new skill tree for FC25. I'm really looking forward to making builds in FC25 for normal 11v11 clubs matches and also even rush. So that should be really interesting, and I'm hyped to try out the new game. Let me know in the comments what you think about FC25 clubs and this skill tree. Hit that like button on this video for me, and then don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. As always, y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.